Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself, Nikmah Herania Rahab, from the second semester Law Study Program. Here I will submit the answer to the Criminal Law Semester final exam. Question number 1 is locus delicti and jurisdiction of the court. Number 1, in Singaraja, Mr. X asks Mr. Y to kill Mr. Z. Locus delicti is Singaraja and jurisdiction Singaraja District Court. Number 2, Mr. A gave an illegal firearm to Mr. Y in Denpasar. Locus delicti is Denpasar and jurisdiction Denpasar District Court. Number 3, Mr. Y hunts down and shoot Mr. Z in Badung. So locus delicti is Badung Regency and jurisdiction Badung District Court. Number 4, Mr. Z died at Tabanan District Hospital due to Dr. B malpractice. So locus delicti is Tabanan Regency and the jurisdiction court Tabanan District Court. Question number 2 is crimes and article chart. Number 1 is Mr. X. Mr. X inciting or ordering others to commit murder. So Mr. X premeditated murder on the article 340 of the Criminal Code. Number 2 is Mr. Y. Mr. Y committing premeditated murder in article 340 of the Criminal Code. Second point, Mr. Y possession of illegal firearms in article 1 paragraph 1 of Emergency Law number 12 of 1951. And the third point, Mr. Y commits attempt murder of Mr. Z, shot twice in chest but did not die in article 53 of the Criminal Code. Mr. A is providing illegal firearms in article 1 paragraph 1 of the Emergency Law number 12 of the 1951. The second point, Mr. A assistant to the criminal offense in article 56 of the Criminal Code. Number 4 is Dr. B. Dr. B is malpractice resulting in death. Dr. B negligence resulting in death on article 359 of the Criminal Code. So what about Mr. Z? Mr. Z licensed to hold a firearm for self-defense. Mr. Z used the firearm to defend himself when he attacked by Mr. Y in this case. Mr. Z use of the firearm may be considered a lawful act of self-defense, provided that it complies with the condition of duress set out in the Criminal Code. And additional analysis, Emergency Law number 12 1951 is used in conjunction with the Criminal Code to prosecute crimes that relate to illegal firearms but does not form part of the Criminal Code itself. So the conclusion is Mr. Z will not be charged in relation to the use of a firearm in self-defense, as he had a permit and the use was in the context of self-defense. But Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. A, and Dr. B will still be tried according to the relevant charge under the aforementioned articles. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.